Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Connie. I want to welcome everybody back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a one-piece scrapbook layout. I have a photo of my nephew and great-nephew in the golf cart that my nephew bought. He's recently bought his son's now a go-kart, and they're not, the oldest one isn't even 12 years old, I'm not sure. He is younger than that. I lose track. Anyway, the youngest of the two was taking his dad for a ride in the go-kart, dad and the dog. It is so cute. I can't share family photos, I do apologize, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this done so I can get it put away. My pieces, the tree, the clouds, this curvy wave border, and then the grass border, the picture frame, they're all from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. And I just ran my clouds through the curly Q, I don't know what you call it, embossing folder. I've had it probably, it's one of the first embossing folders I got, to be honest with you. And then this title is from Cricut Design Space. So I just did more of the offset with the new offset feature. And then on the red, I did add just one layer of glossy accents, didn't put two. And then on the headlights of the car, I'm not sure if there are 2 or 3 layers on there, and they are raised. They're like a little bubble type. And then on the silver, or excuse me, the gray on the keys, I did put 1 layer of glossy accents there just to make them shine a little bit. And these words were all cut out with my, I can't think of the name of it. It's the clicker thing that's got the wheel on top for labels. I have 2 different label makers and I couldn't find the other one yet. I think it's in one box that's still unpacked. And I saw this, I think on Pinterest. I don't know where it came from exactly, but I just printed this up on my computer and then ran my black marker around the outside. Just reminds me of Charlie. He's a little daredevil. He's very shy, but he is a daredevil in every respect otherwise. He is all boy, and yet he is very artistic. So, in fact, the other day I have to tell you this before we get started, he just shocked me so bad I didn't know what to say. I was at my mother's, I was coloring with him. He wanted me to color with him because he loves art stuff. And I said, well, I want to use colored pencils. I don't like markers. She just had Crayola markers. And she had an off-brand of colors, and I was coloring, and he kept looking at my picture really funny. And I thought, oh no, what's he gonna say? Because I never know what he's gonna come up with. And he looked at me and I said, what's wrong? He said, well, how do you make those flowers look so realistic? Seriously, how does a not even 7-year-old child know about this stuff? I mean, that's just him. He just amazes me some days. And other days, I'm wondering, whose child are you? What family do you belong to? But anyway, back to my layout. I apologize. I got some keys, and I haven't done the thank you video. I apologize, Kim. I will get that up eventually here. But I got a bag of keys and some other things from Kim Ferguson, and I wanted to put those on just as part of it because it's a layout. And I know this is more for like your first car, your first driver's license type thing, or your driver's license when you get that, but it just, I don't know, it hit me that it would be good for this layout, so that's what I did. This white border I did do with my, I'm not sure if they're lawn fawn. There's like a set of 3 cloud dies, but I created that with that, so I just wanted something a little bit more on there. And again, this is the cross border die from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs, and then the wavy border, I think it's just called wavy border. And on the back, I just wanted a little bit more. It just was plain with just plain white, so I just ink the edges with some green on there. And I am truly using up paper that is in my stash. I bought a bunch of new 6x6 pads for cards, and I'll use it on some scrapbook layouts, but mainly I just got it because I love to do cards. So I cannot see today if I'm in frame. I apologize. So I'm going to try to keep this as best I can, so bear with me. Yeah, if I get up, I will just, everything will just go awry because I had one of those days where, I don't know, things just aren't going right. So I was happy to sit down and do this. So starting out with a 12 by 12 great piece of cardstock. This is a piece of watercolor paper. It's double-sided, and it's a little bit more toward a aqua color, but it still reminds me of like a cloud border, so I'm just using that. I did cut this down to 11.5 square, and I want to get that adhered. And now that it's finally warming up, my glue is actually working quite well. I forgot to get my bone folder so I can bunch everything down. My glue is getting somewhat to the bottom of the tube, but I don't want to start a new one yet, so I apologize. We'll have to wait for it. It is a beautiful day. There's not a cloud in the sky. Bright and sunny. Of course, it's very, very windy. I think that should just, be on every day's weather forecast that it's going to be windy, but yeah, it's supposed to get in the 70s today. It's just hard to believe that, well, 6 weeks ago approximately, it was 20 some below, and yeah, crazy weather, right? And all the tornadoes and storms. I hope everyone is safe. I do apologize. I don't keep up with the news as well as I probably should. I've been dealing with a lot with our job closing and things, so yeah, I don't get the news as much. I want to make sure I get this on so that it's going this way and not this way more. But I'm going to pick it up a moment. I think I'll just use my ruler instead and see how off I am. I don't have my mat right now. It's in use with another project that I'll be sharing with you soon. I just have had this layout for the most part done for, well, a while. I keep adding little bits and pieces. I don't know if you guys do that. So it been a while getting done in the making, and I've been struggling with lighting. I'm sure you can tell with my videos, and I'm finding that if I do them during the middle of the afternoon or when the sun comes around to my side of the building, which it's starting, I have a lot better natural light. So I will try to keep that in consideration. Sometimes it doesn't always work depending upon what my schedule is that day, what appointments I have, but today it's working. I'm going to put the next, the cloud border on next, and as I put the pieces down that the embellishment pieces, I will give you the names of the files they're from. I will tell you, this is one of those layouts. As I was paper piecing, I didn't know if as I was cutting it out and then paper piecing it, I didn't know if I was going to like the pieces. They just did not. I have that every once in a while. They just don't come together right. But after I got everything done, I thought, well, I'll just keep going and we'll see how things go. It all did come together fine. And the next project I'm working on, the same thing. I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is, but I'm happy I stuck with it for both of them. Because like I said, they did come together fairly well. Excuse my reach, I cleaned today and I have a little bit of glue here. I shouldn't do that because then I can't find stuff, obviously. Okay, so I've got that going. I didn't really want a full black background on this. That's why I went with the gray. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I didn't really want navy blue because, again, this background piece is not navy. But anything too light, then the cloud border just faded away. It was not, there was nothing. So I needed something a little bit darker there. Okay, now I'm going to just lay my pieces in. This frame, I apologize, I'm not sure the title of it. I did stretch it out, so it would have been like a 4-inch square frame, so it's not going to look quite the same. This piece, the white piece, first of all, pretty sure it's 6 1/8 by 4 1/8, but I'll double check here. Oh, well, let's see. Where's my quarter mark? Yeah, I'm going to say 6 1/8 by 4 1/8 wide, just to fit the photo. I apologize. I've had some asthma issues the last few days. I had to go into work into the building on Saturday, and I was there about 5 hours, and I can tell I have problems with going in there. I get sick very easily. This tree is from On the Road Again, from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. The road is from On the Road Again, from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. The clouds are all from, oh, I knew I was going to mess that up. They're all from the snowman one. I'm just trying to think. Snowman Parts for Sale. I'm pretty sure that's the one it is. I'm trying to get this up. I want my cloud to go behind there just a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to manage this. There. I'm going to put that down right away. And I distort the pieces to whatever size I need. Like the border pieces are cut at 11.5 inches wide. And then I'll figure out the height in a moment for the highest part. Yeah, I just wanted this kind of behind the back piece here. Okay, so this piece, finding a ruler, I lose things easily. It's about 3 and, well, the first piece is 3 inches high, and then whatever the back piece ended up to be. My clouds are all the same. I'm going to give you the width, and then the height will just come with it. So they're all 4 inches wide. The road is about 3.5 high, and then whatever the width came out, Design Space will figure it out for you. The tree, just the green part now, do that first, and then the trunk will go with it. It just automatically figures, it'll calculate about 5.5 inches. So all total, it's about 8 inches tall. And then this border, I did an offset on the border. I didn't use the shadow piece. I just did my own offset. So all total, it's about, can't see the ruler. There's 7, let's see, about 7, oh no, we better go this way. About 7 inches tall, and came out to be, say 5 1/4 or so, 5 3/8 inches wide. So again, however Design Space calculated it out. This cloud I'm going to have go behind the tree, so I need to put that one down next. And my clouds were inked with a turquoise color. The clouds above on the border are a bluish gray color. And then just clouds gonna go on top of my tree. So I'm gonna put my frame down next. I am not good at putting tucking journaling spots in, and my tree was so big and empty, it just was kind of hanging out there. So I decided, that's when I decided to put the names on. I already had the computer turned off, so I thought, oh, I'm going to just use one of my my label makers. And like I said, that's the one I found, so that's the one I used. I don't want to burnish that until I see if it's fairly straight. Good enough for me. If it's not perfect, that's fine. I love using pattern paper on my photo mats, not the frames behind, but just the mats. But I don't know about you guys, for me, I put some pictures in my photo mat, or on my layouts lately. The pictures get, how do I want to say, they don't become the focal point. They just kind of get absorbed into that paper. And if you have a busier photo and you have that printed paper behind, I don't see the photo very much. I found that I like black or white or just a solid color best for my photo mats. So that's why I am now using a solid color, if you wonder. I don't mind the, like I said, the photo mats being different, but otherwise I don't like it. This tree, I'm not sure exactly where I'm putting it. I want to get my road on first. And I want to see where my car and stuff will end up, so it's kind of covering, so I can put it up a little bit. I should have put it behind the border here, but I get to talking and I forget to do things the way I want, so I can make it all work. I wasn't initially going to use this tree, but it was kind of blah behind the car, and I thought, well, I'm just going to put it in. I did it on Design Space first just to see if I liked it, and it did. It added a lot, and then I had to add the clouds later because, of course, they just didn't seem like there was much there. There was some empty space. I don't know what is with me. I can't have a lot of blank space on my pages. Crazy. Okay, I am putting this road and the grass and stuff right to the bottom of this green grass piece here. So just so it doesn't look like they're driving into the grass, which knowing my great nephew and his penchant for doing anything out of the ordinary, his grandmother gave him a glue gun for Christmas. It's a cold melt, but still they get, warm. They're not, especially like I said, he's not that old. And I don't know what we were talking about. I said I should get him, I told him I should get you some, they have like the silicone or rubber, I don't know what they are, the finger guards. And he said, I don't need those. He said, I like burning my fingers. And I was telling his grandma about that. She said, oh yeah, he likes burning his toes too. I'm like, what do you do with a glue gun, child? My word. He's just, I don't know. He likes to do things a little different. I am putting this car, it's purposely not going on straight, just to look like he's careening down the road, which, yeah, I can wait till he gets a driver's license. His mom wrecked more cars in about the first 2 years she drove. So I can imagine. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to getting the glue on the bear and not everywhere else. So quiet for a moment. Okay, I was trying to kind of think. Yeah, I don't know how to explain to you, but like I said, this was not, as I was doing it, it just was not coming together for me. I just can't, I can't explain, but it all worked out. Oh goodness, glue is, both of my bottles of glue are about getting to the end, and they really, goodness, excuse me. I have glue everywhere. They just seem to keep seeping out over the top. Okay, let's see if I can get this fairly straight. I'm gonna go with it. Not adding dimension on any of my pieces this time, just because with the glossy accents and the embossing and stuff, you know, it's got enough. So, and like I said, I've got extra layers on the border down here, and the background paper is actually quite, move this down so I can see what I'm doing to get it straight. It's actually quite heavy. It's American Crafts, so it's a heavier paper. Can't use my bone folder on that because it's got the glossy accents. Okay, I want to put this cloud on, but I kind of want to see where I want the names. I don't want this tail to go over the photo, and I think I'll do the names first. I'm sure they're not going to be straight, so, you know, understand who's doing it. I don't get much straight. Let's see, did this one up? This one didn't, this is the and it didn't cut very straight. Okay. Oops, that's not straight at all. Let's see if I can get it up. Still got quite a bit of sticky on it. Put this a little bit further. Oh, I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. I'm sorry. We'll just make it worse. We'll just live with it being a little bit off. All right, that I know is crooked and it's good. Goes with the car, right? Getting some glue on my cloud, and I think other than my keys, I'm about done. I do want to thank everybody for joining me. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. Leave it a thumbs up. It does help the viewership to get the videos out there. I'm going to put some glossy accents here. I don't have any E6000 glue. This should hold pretty well. I did just tie a piece of thick baker's twine on it. I will not move this until this is dried good. But I'm just gonna put those, I'm gonna put them a little bit in, because if I put them too close, they don't the border doesn't, doesn't work in the, what do I want to call it? It doesn't work with this plastic sleeve very well. So that is my layout. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I hope to be getting more videos up now, at least for a while, until I figure out what's going on work-wise, or I should say job-wise. But thank you all. Have an awesome day. Take care, everybody.